What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Up the Score. And in today's episode, we're going to be ranking our top 10 shooting guards of all time. We're going to be talking about Ben Simmons, Lonzo Ball's health, and we're going to be talking about the Dallas Mavericks falling out of the play-in. And we're going to start it off with the Dallas Mavericks, and they fell to the 11th seed after the Kyrie trade. They're just negative with Kyrie and Luka on the field together. What you think about that?
Yeah, so I kind of knew this was coming. I knew the Mavs weren't going to be a good team like they were last year. They lost a lot of, if I want to say, more so defense. They lost a lot of defense with that trade. There's Kyrie, Jake Brunson moving, also a valuable piece that they get nothing back for. So, yeah, this is we're probably arguably one of the best offensive scoring backcourts in the history of the NBA. Without the defensive identity, without role players that can get up on the defensive end, they don't have a chance in the Western Conference this year. They're not diverse teams that have dominant paint scorers such as John Morant, Anthony Davis, Jokic, Sabonis, all these guys. DeAndre Ayton, I said that already.
DeAndre Ayton, he's great.
Yeah, all these guys are gonna have a fest in the paint. With Dwight Powell being one of their best options to guard their perimeter. They also have Reggie Bullock, who's a good defender, but he can't do it all. Playing in out of position, so he's going to be a mismatch opportunity for another elite scorer. And Tim Hardaway defense has decreased over the years. As he's gotten older, he's not going to be able to keep up. He's more of a 3-and-D player, more on the 3 side. So, the only way the Mavericks will really win the series if they outscore their opponent 4 times out of 7. That's very unlikely.
No, you're right on with the Mavericks. They got serious problems on their defensive side of the ball. Their offense is crazy though. Who do you think would be the one team that doesn't make the play-in? You got the Timberwolves, the Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Lakers, and who else? The Pelicans. And the Jazz.
There's 2 teams that are out. Teams have to be out.
I don't talk about this for too long because we keep the West play-in has been it's insane. We've been talking about it for months now. It's been insane for months.
The 4th seed can honestly go all the way down to 12th seed if they have a bad streak. It really could happen.
How you feel about the play-in? What you think about it?
I like that playing. I like how it's new. I like new stuff. Like the competitive games. Has a March Madness vibes and one game go home type of environment. I think that's good for the league. I think it's probably one of the most watched sports events during the year, especially in the NBA. So I think it's a good idea. It gives the top 10 teams a chance to get into a playoff spot. So I think it's good on that part.
Yeah, the play-in is going to bring viewership up a lot because I'm going to be watching every single one of those elimination games, especially their fourth quarters. Unless it's the Hornets because they're going to get blown out by 40. What about Ben Simmons and Lonzo Ball?
It looks like those careers are over in my opinion. Ben Simmons has declined dramatically over the last season. It went from 16, 8-8, all defensive first team to a 6-6-6, and then not even close to the guy he was defensively.
6, bro. That's what.
Doing. Yeah, it was bad. It's a bad career for him after that. We don't know what happened with the mental health stuff, but injury wise, he does have back ligaments, spine, which is a hard injury to really overcome. So that might be a major part in why he's declined, but we don't really know. He hasn't been too vocal about it. And then Lonzo Ball, it sucks. Yeah, that sucks. He had one of his best seasons last year with the Bulls. He was a 3-point playmaking defender, and he was one main reason the Bulls were a first seed for a good part of the season last year. So him being out after he just entered his best careers of the season, of his own career. It's going to be hard. It's a tough thing to see. Injuries do suck, but it's part of the game. I think Lonzo Ball will be out. Just talking about removing cartilage, and the doctors don't know what exactly is going on. I just think it's over for both those players.
I seen with that Lonzo Ball injury that he's going to be the first player to get the whatever operation he's getting in the NBA. I
No, I
hope
think someone else got it. I think he's trying to be the first player to come back from it. I think one player got it, but he didn't come back.
it's possible
That's
though.
it.
Like we live in 2023 now, so like it's possible. I hope it do because Lonzo is a great two-way player, 40% from three. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
you said, the Bulls are taking off with him, and he was such a good fit because he's a good full court passer. And
Yeah,
DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine will get so much nice dunks off of that, especially Alex Caruso too, who's super athletic. It just
yeah.
it kind of sucks not having him. But they've been doing damn well with Patrick Beverly. I like they actually
Patrick Beverly has helped him out. Pat Beverly effect is real. So
yeah, no, it's a fact, bro. Like people laughing about it. He's a real starting point guard who plays defense.
yeah.
He spaces the court too. He don't make them, but like he spaces the court.
hmm Yeah. Does that. He's just a pesky defender and he's a locker room talker. He's an energy boosting guy for sure. One of the best in the league. That.
Yeah, Ben Simmons. This one is disappointing. Like I thought he would be an all-star this season. Like I'll take my loss. Like I'll gladly say that Ben Simmons disappointed me. This was his last chance. Even if he does good next year, I don't care. Like
I would carry that. Would. But yeah. Just he had big disappointment this season. He went for first round picks and role plays. Now he's probably gonna go for a couple seconds. So that's probably his value right now.
his value is not seconds. I think his value is like minus two first. I think you have to give up two first to get him off your team. His contract is that.
Mm, I don't know. But personally, as a Rockets fan, I would want Ben Simmons, honestly, just to his playmaking ability. And we do have a center that's not a traditional center, so I think he can play good off Ben Simmons. I think he'd be a good addition to the Rockets. Honestly, they do need a point guard.
Got a fun little idea. We should rank the five worst contracts in the NBA. I think Ben. I think Ben. I think if we
Ben
rank,
Simmons number one. It's Ben Simmons number one.
I think if we
Ben
rank
Simmons
them,
number
Ben
one.
Simmons is the worst. What do you think is the second worst?
Duncan Robinson's up there for sure. Duncan Robinson, Bertans, Gordon Hayward. He's up there.
Oh yeah, but he's on expiring, so it should be.
I was expiring, but it was wearing worse contracts.
Yeah, if we don't
It's
have
still a
one,
worse contract.
Westbrook makes like.
Pretty had it too. Yeah, he's one of the worst too.
Hold on, let's look at it. Actually, we got. Ooh, shit! They got some names up here. Number one, John Wall. Oh, this is a little outdated.
Probably put Rudy Gobert might be somewhere in the name. Somewhere listed somewhere.
He was Rudy Gobert. You know, I actually wouldn't hate Rudy Gobert to Miami, but neither would I love him. Like, I wouldn't love that shit. You was talking about mental health a little bit. I wanted to talk about Andrew Wiggins, who been missing some games due to his mental health, and I hope everything he's doing all right. We're not gonna talk about too much about rumors that were said. I don't know how true those are, but what do you think is the Warriors ceiling without Andrew Wiggins?
Probably first round exit. They've been struggling on the road recently a lot, going 8-7 to 27. They've been okay at home. That's how they're maintaining that spot in the standings. But they just have that hole on the starting roster that can't be filled by anybody else besides Wiggins. So I think that hole is going to be exploited drastically during the playoffs run. Wiggins is arguably like second best player throughout the majority of the playoffs, next to Steph Curry. Even some nights better than Steph Curry. So him not being there, being that plug-in fit guy that they need, I think it's going to dramatically impact his team and Gary Payton too. Him being off the roster, them not getting anything back for him, it's going to suck as well.
All right.
Their defense has declined.
My bad. You got anything else you want to say?
That's it.
All right, and now we're going to transition to our top 10 shooting guards of all time, and we're going to have Mike join us. Larry,
Yeah.
I got to start bench cut.
Wait, what?
All right. Start bench cut these three players: Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, Klay Thompson.
I'm gonna start Reggie Miller. I think he's the guy that can create his own shot from 3 point line. He's in Ray Allen. And he has more of Ray Allen and Reggie Miller are both pretty much clutch players when it comes to game winning shots. Because Reggie's creation on the 3 point line, I'm gonna go with him. So I'm probably gonna go Ray Allen. He is one of the best shooters of all time. He can hit pretty much any open shot you give him. Klay Thompson probably gonna have that off. I'm gonna cut him. He has defense, but I just trust the other two to make more clutch shots in situations. So I'd rather have them make a final shot than Klay Thompson.
All right. Mike, rank them as shooters, like from
As shooters,
yeah, from 1 to 3.
it's
Ray,
Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, and Klay.
yeah, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
In that order: Reggie, Ray, and Klay.
You think?
You know, because Reggie made like what 5 threes in a row. How many threes did he make in a row?
Oh, in the end of the game, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Klay,
and they won. And I know Klay is just like the purest catch and shoot player we've ever seen. Like I remember that one game he dropped like 60. He took 9 dribbles. Like he dribbled the ball 9 times and scored 60 points.
Yeah.
You know, that's great, but when I think of all-time great shooters, Reggie Miller and Ray Allen just are above him because of what they've done more, in my opinion, for shooting or like shooters. They did more than Klay, you know. So, yeah, that order right there.
How your list coming up for the top 10?
I got the 5. I'm trying to figure out everybody else. James Harden is definitely on this list.
Yeah, he is.
Actually, this list is not as hard as
you thought. Me too.
Yeah, it's not as hard as I thought. Hold on. You know, I would love to have one of these old heads on the list, but I just can't find a place for them because I don't think George Gervin is better than Tracy McGrady. I don't think Clyde Drexler is better than Tracy McGrady. Like,
Larry,
I don't even think Reggie Miller is not better than Tracy McGrady.
Larry, what did I tell you, bro? Tracy McGrady is the most overrated player of all time.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know about that, bro.
No, he's the most underrated, bro. He's the most underrated. Tracy McGrady gets the least amount of respect out of any basketball player I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Tracy McGrady.
Like when people put up when people bring up top shooters, I've never heard them say Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady scored 13 in 33 seconds. 13 points in 33 seconds? That's like back-to-back-to-back shots, bro.
He never made it out of the first round. Like you're talking about
big music for him.
No. Look at all his rosters. It was just him. Besides when he was young and with Vince Carter, that was it. And it was just him and Vince Carter. Like, bro, look at every other roster. The roster with the Rockets. All right, he had Yao Ming. Yao Ming could not stay on the court to save his life. And they almost beat the Lakers that one year. They took the Lakers to 7. So, and then when he was on the Magic, it was just him. Was Dwight on that team? I think Dwight was on that team. No. Wait, hold on.
I don't think so.
You see, McGrady, it's like he had 6 prime years where he was amazing. But I feel like it's just too short of a prime. I feel like
the injuries also, bro. Take away the injuries, and he are easily, and it's not even a fucking debate. He's easily better than Allen Iverson, and James Harden ain't even sniffing him. Like, and people are comparing AI and James Harden. Like, who's better out of either one of those two? And it's AI easily. Like,
a lot of takes, Mike, but start bench cut. Another one: Tracy McGrady,
okay,
Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan.
Bro, this is probably the easiest start bench cut of my fucking life. Starting Tracy, benching Klay, and cutting DeRozan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan is a He's not good, bro. But he was not good up until maybe like
Yeah.
2014, 15, bro. And that's
Yeah,
when they was getting their ass dusted by LeBron consistently every year.
roughly, bro.
In
Not that season last year. I'm
it
going.
was getting dusted, bro. McGrady was getting packed up in the first round.
Packed up by who? Look at who was getting packed up by.
Someone
He was
lower than
getting. He was
LeBron.
also
The
getting.
second greatest of all time. Someone lower than LeBron. I can tell you that.
He was getting. But he never got packed up by nobody that wasn't like by a team that wasn't as good as the Lakers, bro. Like everybody he got packed up by, they were a good team, and they were obviously better than his team, bro.
Not making it out the first round is a serious issue to me. I'm not even asking him to like make it to the finals.
Dwight was not on that team.
The first round.
See, but all right. So, but look what I'm saying. All right. So, his breakout year was in '99, 2000 with the Raptors. That was when he had Vince Carter, and then he got traded to the Magic, and then he broke out. He scored 20, 27, 26.8, 25, 32, 28, bro. And then with Houston, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 more 20 plus seasons, 20 plus per game seasons, bro. While playing at least, except one season, he played at least 70 games. In that one season, well, 2 seasons. One he played 67, and one he played 47. So Tracy McGrady needs his respect, bro. People don't respect him, and I don't understand why.
Let me look at something. DeMar DeRozan stats, like, has he had a better career than DeMar DeRozan? Like, seriously?
Yes, easily. Yes, bro.
Wait, who? T-Mac?
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's a question. I'm not gonna lie.
DeMar averages more career points.
Okay, because bro, you gotta look at his first 2 seasons. He had 7 and 9, and then his last 1, 2, 3, 4, he averaged less than 10 because one season he played 6 games on 7 minutes. The next season with the Knicks, he averaged 10. He averaged 9. Then the next season with Detroit, he averaged 8, and then the next season with Atlanta, he averaged 5.
DeMar wasn't a 20-point per game scorer until his 5th season.
Yeah, what's called?
And availability is the best ability. He's always there. He's consistently made it out the first round, even as a playoff choker. So tell me what
he's always had better teams than Tracy McGrady, bro. Look at these Tracy McGrady teams.
One time though, if you can't,
bro, T-Mac has more than double the All NBA selections than DeMar DeRozan has.
Okay, see now that's a good rebuttal. Nah, that I don't got nothing to say about that. Hold on, let me see that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even like DeMar DeRozan, bro. So like, let me start caping for DeMar. Let me find a better contestant.
Chicago Bulls DeMar. I like that version of DeMar.
Tracy McGrady is top 15 though. I just feel like I see him in 8 range too much. I can't hear an argument for George Gordon, Clyde Drexler, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. You can't make an argument of Tracy McGrady over those guys to me. You just can't. He shouldn't be 7 to 10. He should be 10.
Even the playoffs that he lost, he was averaging at least around 30 points per game on almost 50 efficiency. It wasn't like he wasn't doing his job. He was a joker right there.
You just got to get it done somehow one time. Like, that's it. You just got it. In 50 playoff career games. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to count the first couple seasons. Oh, actually. Uh, 50 minus 12.
Make sure you write your notes.
I need to fix my setup real quick.
Oh my God. I even helped him out. In in Tracy McGrady's last 38 playoff games, he averages 19.9 points. And this is during his prime. 19.9 points, 5.4 rebounds, 4.8 assists, Oh my goodness. 28% from the 3-point line? Come on, man. This
But
guy's better than Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson in the playoffs, he rises. Instead of shooting 28% from the three as one of the best shooters you've seen, this is a 40-game sample size, so you can't tell me that 28% is false or nothing.
okay, you got me on that one. I give you that one. He's not a great shooter. Did not mean shooter. I meant scorer.
Thing is, he's shooting 42 from the field also. Like, he is a great scorer, but it's just the way he gets it, you can't get it done, and that's why he can never make it out the first round of the playoffs. Tracy as a number 2 option is insane, but it's like some guys just aren't a number 1. It's really hard to be a number 1 in the NBA.
No, it's not. He's a number 1. He was a number 1 option for many years.
But I don't think you can win a championship, or you can't. You got shown.
Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, he proved that. I mean, of course you can't. They didn't win one, but it's not entirely his fault. Like, I get it. Those Rockets teams with Yao Ming, who could barely stay on the court, bro. I understand that, but get some more pieces around Tracy, bro. He was good. He was good enough to win a championship. He just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I say he's a top 15 shooting guard of all time. Come on now, that like I ain't trying to say he runs with that. He a top 15 shooting guard of all time. All right, let's get to our list. Who y'all got number 1, or y'all want to start off at number 1 or number 10?
Hold on. Let's start at 10 and go down.
I bet.
Who y'all got at number? Mike, who you got at 10?
No. My number 10 shooting guard. I didn't want to do this because I ain't know. I'm gonna say Jerry West. The logo. I really don't, and I don't want to sound rude or anything, but I actually don't like putting people who played before like 1970 on my all-time list, because it's kind of hard to fit them in and put them in spots where I feel like, okay, you throw them in this era or that era, they would get absolutely fucked. But I mean, I gotta respect the logo. He's my number 10 shooting guard.
Right.
Larry,
My 10 shooting guard. It's gonna be Ray Allen. He's an elite shooter. I think there's a lot of shooting guards better than him as far as the all-around player goes, especially. He's one of the best shooters of all time, catch and shoot. He was the all-time leading 3-point scorer until it got broken just last year.
All right. At number 10, I got Reggie Miller, one of the greatest shooters of all time, playoff riser. And he always just showed up against those Chicago Bulls teams. He was one of the guys giving Jordan kind of problems. He wasn't doing shit, but he was competition. And at number 9, I got Ray Allen. A lot of people forget about his Seattle and Bucks days where he was like a slasher and a playmaker. And then he just became this greatest shooter of all time. Ray Allen is amazing, and I'll never forget when he hit that corner 3 for us. Amen.
Are you talking about the 3 to save LeBron?
Not save.
To save LeBron's legacy?
Yeah,
no. Anybody who says save LeBron, bro, you're disrespectful and you don't deserve to talk sports ever again, because he definitely did not save LeBron with that shot. But also, I also have Reggie Miller as Ray Allen as my number 9. For all the reasons that you said, Mar. One of the best all-time shooters. He made these shot, and like you said, he was him when he played with the Bucks way back when. And when he got to the Celtics, that's when he really turned into this sharp shooting. I remember the 2009-10 finals. He scored. He had like 8 threes, and that was like a playoff. I think that was like a playoff record at the time or something. And he just had a great game that game, and they beat the Lakers. But who came out on top? Kobe and them Lakers, man.
You a Kobe fan?
Of course, diehard. Kobe was my favorite player up until Giannis came into the league. Take that back. Here's how my favorite players went. when I started watching basketball, I was in the fourth grade. Kobe and the Lakers are what got me into watching basketball. So I was a Kobe fan first, and then I was always watching the Lakers, but then Kevin Durant came along, and when I saw Kevin Durant when he was in OKC, when they went to the finals and played LeBron now, I was like, oh yeah, he's him. So it was Kevin Durant, and I was a fan of Kevin Durant up until he left Golden State, and I became a Giannis. I've been a Giannis fan since he got drafted. So my favorite players went Kobe, KD, Giannis.
Well, what your favorite players been, Larry?
And so my favorite player, started watching basketball during COVID again. My favorite player has been Ben Simmons.
Jesus, he's not letting this Ben Simmons thing go, is he?
It is Ben Simmons. I'm not gonna switch up. Second favorite.
I applaud you. I applaud you for staying 10 toes down with your guy, man.
Yeah, man. Second's probably gonna be James Harden. I love watching him play make a step back three. Is probably my favorite move to watch. And yeah, and I like how he gets to the foul line. It's a very high IQ type of move. And then after that, the third probably go Bobo. I was a fan of Bobo ever since he got dropped to the Heat. I wish the Heat would have kept him. After watching his high school highlights, I think he's Victor Wembanyama before Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, you're listening.
Bo has had a weird career. Like I actually felt like he could have done something, but if he didn't play if he played more than 9 games at Oregon, he probably could have done more. He probably could have been drafted higher. I mean, he averaged 21 and 9. Like,
repeat that list, Larry.
Huh?
Repeat your top 3. You was like Ben Simmons. I didn't hear number 2.
Simmons, James Harden, Bobo. First players right now, yeah.
Okay. For me, it went how it went. When I was a little kid, I remember Wade winning the chip, so I always liked Wade even though I didn't watch games. And then the Heatles came along, and that's when I really watched every single game. I would cry. I would hate when LeBron finished the game with more points than Wade for some reason. I was like 9 years old. And then it was Wade until 2016. It was Wade for 10 years. And then D-Book came along for a couple years. And then last season when they lost to the Mavericks, I don't know. I just look at it different. I don't know, man.
I don't blame you, man. I would be like, bro, they were supposed to win that series, but they choked. That's what the Suns are. They're choke artists.
Now that series was bad. I ain't gonna lie, but it was really bad for CP3. He was getting cooked. Like people talk, D-Book wasn't the problem in that series. A lot of people talk about how D-Book got sunned, but it was Luka taking advantage of CP3 size on mixed matches and keep getting post hooks on him. And then it was Mikal Bridges just unable to guard Luka. It's not because he's not a good defender, but it's Luka Doncic. There's nothing you can do about it. He was playing great defense, but it's Luka Doncic. Yeah, my favorite player, Benedict Mathurin now. So,
bro, why? I can't believe you called him Rookie of the Year. That's clearly Paolo, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching a lot of Pacers games to begin the season, and I just kept liking Benedict. And then they said he Haitian. I was like, all right, bet we locked in. My favorite player, just like that. I didn't even know about him. Where was we at? We was at number 9. Larry, you go?
Number 8.
I think.
Larry, it was number 9.
Yeah, Larry said it was 9 and 8.
Alright, I'm gonna go Reggie Miller. I like his clutch ability to hit big shots, especially behind the arc. The well has his ability to create make his teammates better, get them open. He's one of the best 3-point shooters as well. I'm gonna go with him.
All right, we all had Ray Allen and Reggie Miller 9 and 10, so that's kind of.
I had Jerry West as my 10.
Yeah, Jerry. Don't worry.
Reggie Miller's my 8.
Okay. So we all had it close. Why you had Reggie Miller 8?
Reggie Miller's my 8. He's number 8 because one of the best shooters that this league has ever seen. When we talk about shooters, we know it's Steph, Reggie, Ray, and Steph is number 1. Steph is number 1, and those other 2 you can put in any order. And although he doesn't have the championships, it's just the fact that he is the shooter. The shooter from the 90s. We all know that he's the greatest shooter from in the 90s, and that's why he's my 8.
All right, Larry, who we got at 8?
My eight's going to be Vince Carter. I think Vince Carter's number 8 for me. Vince Carter's number 8. And one of the best dunker of all time, arguably. Was an elite shooting guard back in Toronto, averaging at least 25 for multiple seasons. And he was one of the scariest shooting guards in the league. Probably arguably the best shooting guard back in 2000 when he was on the Raptors with Tracy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vince Carter for sure. And he's a big culture guy. He's one of those players like Allen Iverson. It's a big impact outside the court.
What is Vince Carter listed at? Shooting guard?
Yeah,
I would think.
he's shooting guard. Yeah,
Damn, that's y'all got Mike. You got Vince Carter or Red?
Yeah, I got Vince Carter. No, they're like 7. I don't want to spoil it, but they're close.
I didn't put Vince Carter on my list.
Why?
I thought he was a small forward.
No, he's just definitely a shooting guard.
Should I might just nah. I'm sticking it with it like that. Yeah, that was a miss on my part though. At number 8, I got George Gervin, one of the best scorers of all time. He averaged 26 for his career, and before Durant, that was Durant. Like he is one of the greatest scorers of all time, and it goes under the rug. Like no one even brings it up. How just I didn't
Well,
watch
that's
too much of him, but I watched a little bit of Spurs, and he just was smooth, kind of like how Durant is so smooth and the best scorer in the league. Like I could tell during that time he was the best scorer in the league.
well, like these like lower ones, like from like 6 to 10, they get hard. But 5 to 1, we know it's pretty much a consensus. We know who is what. Are we really at number 7?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to back at number 7. I have Clyde Drexler. Besides Kobe, he is the third closest thing I've ever seen to Jordan. I don't know if that's a hot take, but Clyde is really amazing, and because of how much he kind of plays like Jordan, I feel like he goes in the shadows of him a little bit, and people don't talk about him that much.
I don't know. I wouldn't even put Drexler and Kobe in the same sentence. Not gonna lie.
I'm talking play style wise though. Like there was those scorers that would kill you and just get their buckets and play defense, and they like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, I get it. I get that. I get that. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, who you got at 7?
My 7, Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady is my 7. Like we said in hold on. Damn, he left. But like we said in the he one of the best not best shooters, one of the best scorers this league has seen. Although he didn't like the playoff, that's really I get that matters, but it doesn't really matter that much to me. Tracy McGrady needs respect. He's not respected, man. That's why he's my 7.
right. 7 for me, Tracy McGrady as well. Yeah, as you said before, one of the best shooters of all time. I mean, not best shooters, but scorers of all time. As well as a 7-time All NBA team player. I think he's averaged 25 in every playoff game he's been in his prime, even though it didn't lead to more than the first round exit.
Tracy being like maybe it's me, but Tracy being like the obvious number 7 to y'all is wow.
I mean, where did you put him at?
He's the top 15.
He's top 15. No, bro, he's top 10.
He's hey, I don't want to discredit him too much though, cause I'm not trying to say my list is messed up, but Vince Carter not being on here kind of does change some stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Change some stuff. It changes a lot, bro.
Yeah, no, I do.
You had him as small forward?
Yeah, I had Vince Carter as small forward. I didn't even think of that. He would be a shooting guard, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all say y'all number 7?
Yeah,
Tracy.
Tracy McGrady.
So I can say my number 6.
Did you who? You said you're 7?
Yeah, Clyde Drexler.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, number 7. My pick might be a little bit unpopular, um, or it actually is very popular. It's Allen Iverson. Um,
At 6?
um,
Wow. But you want to talk about disrespect? That's disrespect, bro.
hold on.
I'm ready to see the rest of your list. I'm ready to see
Yeah.
it.
Allen Iverson is a 30-point per game scorer who took his team to the finals. One of the greatest shooting guards of all time. Also not a bad defender. He's a cool defender, and he just did a lot of great things throughout his career. How much did he average for his career? It was. I know it was
I
crazy.
think it was like 27. I think it was 27.
One of the best ball handlers, capable playmaker, one of the best scorers. Where else can I put him? He's a top 6 shooting guard of all time. Who y'all got at 6?
My 6 is. Hold on, who was my 6? Hold on.
Allen Iverson, probably.
Because I had it. Vince Carter. Vince Carter was my number 6. Like Larry said, man, one of the greatest dunker of all time. One of the most exciting players we've ever seen. When he was in his prime, he was arguably the best shooting guard. You know, like I said, arguably. I mean, but you know, yeah.
My number 6 is Clyde Drexler. He's also one of the best dunkers of all time. You can make an argument for that. Averaged 20 points a game in the majority of his career during his prime. Problems All NBA, and he's all as well as one of the key pieces on the 1995 Rockets team that won a championship. So I'm gonna give it to Clyde Drexler, number 6.
And at number 5, who you got? Who you got at 5, Larry?
Number 5, Allen Iverson. Number 5. He's one of the biggest culture people in the entire league. Changed the culture so much from the baggy shorts to the braids as well. He brought one of the best duo teams of all time, Kobe and Shaq team, back in 2001. That and took a game from them, which is very impressive. One of the best playoff performances that we ever seen. And yeah, he was just an elite scorer. He is an inefficient player compared to a lot of other shooting guards and scorers in the league, but that is due to the lack of other options that he had around him.
All right. Okay. Who you got at 5, Mike?
James Harden. When James Harden was doing James Harden things, man, he was averaging the 37. I think he had in the season 37 points a game. 36. Exactly. When Kobe averaged 35, he won his MVP. James averaged 36. Did he win MVP that year?
Yes.
I don't know. But like when James Harden was healthy and at his top of the game, there was no debate that he was the best shooting guard in the league. Like there was no debate. He very well could have been the best player in the league. And I just feel like, and there's, I don't think like from 5 up, like or 5 below, there's nobody better than him. So that's why he's my 5.
At number 5, I also have James Harden. Just like what you said, kind of similar to Allen Iverson. Like when you compare them play style wise, but James Harden, I feel like he just accomplished more. He's a
Yeah,
yeah,
I understand that.
yeah. And what he was doing against those 2018 Warriors was insane. Like if they had Chris Paul, it's very possible that James Harden has a ring and is above my number 4, Jerry West. Um,
You have Jerry West at 4. That's kind of crazy.
Jerry West at 4 isn't that crazy. He averaged 30 points per game for 6 seasons. In his total career, he averaged 27, 5 and 5. He's a multiple
Yeah,
time.
but look at who it was against. Look at what era it was. Like that's a crazy. No, like that's not uncommon to do that in that era.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, but for guards, in the 70s, their stuff matters. Guards, any like a big man like Will, you're right. There were plumbers who were like 6'5" in the paint. All right, but Jerry West was actually shooting what 40% from like jumpers and stuff. Like he actually had like he's not bad.
And keep in mind there was no 3-point line. So, but I think that proves his greatness even more. Even though he was my 10, the fact that he was averaging 25, 30 without a 3-point line, he was just doing that straight off straight twos. So yeah, that adds to his greatness. So I can understand why you would say that. Why you have him up there?
5-time All Defensive Team, NBA champ, Finals MVP. While he lost, he's the only person to win Finals MVP and lose.
That's a crazy thing to do.
Yeah, no, that's dick, right?
That's a crazy thing to do. Lose and still win Finals MVP, bro.
Oh, that is dick, right? And I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that's what.
Right. Amar, who's your number 4?
Dude, in 1964-65, he took 32 shots a game.
Damn.
Bro, I thought that 32 was his points per game. Oh my god, he averaged 40.
He averaged 40. That's even crazier.
Yeah, playoffs, yeah. Jerry West is insane. Who y'all got that for?
My 4 is Dwayne Wade. I mean, not Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson.
You kind of
Hold
scared.
on.
Kind of scared.
Amar, who's your number 4?
My number 4? Oh, I just said it. It was Jerry West.
Oh, Jerry West, right? Yeah, so, yeah, mine's is James Harden. He's probably the most all-around offensive talented player on this list. He's one of the best playmakers in the league right now, leading the league in assists, I believe. He has an assist title, a scoring title, a 6th Man of the Year. Such a versatile player. Probably one of the most versatile tools on this list. He's been good since a rookie. He made an all-rookie team as well. He's averaged 30 points. He's averaged 10 assists some seasons. He can do the entire offensive floor is up to him. He can do anything on the offensive side of the floor. One of the most unstoppable, I was not saying unstoppable, but most, I don't know how to describe it, but his 3-point, his step back from the 3-point line leads to so many 4-point plays, and his ability to get free throws when he drives to the paint due to his IQ, he can make those plays happen and get those extra free throw attempts that increases his scoring. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to James Harden for number 4.
Yeah, he got one of the better signature moves with that step back.
Yeah, definitely.
Who you got at 3?
Okay. I'm gonna go Dwayne Wade. Yep, gotta go Dwayne Wade in this one. He was a most important factor to that 06 championship, and he helped LeBron and Chris Bosh in that Miami era back in the early 2010s era. So I'm giving it to Dwayne Wade. He was a pivotal part in those all 3 of those chips, and he's one of the best scorers as at the shooting guard position, as well as a great defender too.
What about you, Mo?
My number 3 is also Dwayne Wade. When I think about Dwayne Wade, I go back to think about that 2006 finals run when it was just him and a older Shaq, and he dominated the Dallas Mavericks. He ran through the East, and that is what I think of, and how consistent he was up until the injuries got to him. He was one of the more consistent shooting guards in the league when he was at his prime. So that's why he's my 3. And the other 2 guys, you just can't put him above, man. You just can't do it.
Yeah, and the big part of that is injuries, because if D Wade was still healthy and LeBron stayed on Miami, they would have did what they said and won them 7 rings. But D Wade in 06 was crazy, but in 09 he was even better. He should have won MVP in 09, but it went to Kobe instead, I want to say.
Kobe only has 1 MVP.
In 09.
Went to LeBron. No, his MVP was like 07, I think.
Yeah. '09 was a crazy year for Wade. I think he averaged like 35 and 7, something like that. Um, One of the best scorers of all time. He's one of the best leaders of all time, which is very underrated. Kind of like what Stephen Curry is now. I kind of see Dwayne Wade as that as a leader. Um, I don't want to talk too much about D Wade because I can make this an hour long. Best player of all time, best shooting guard of all time, but I got him at number 3. Uh, at number 2 is Kobe Bryant. I was watching the Lakers play the other day, and I was just like, damn, this nigga Kobe kind of nice, man. Like, I honestly didn't watch Kobe like that. It's because like I was like 9 years old, and their games was always at 10 o'clock. Like I had to bed,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, Kobe's insane. I was watching Shaq score 61 on his birthday, something like that.
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He did.
Also out there hooping.
Yeah, number 2 for me, Kobe Bryant for sure. He's a 15-time All NBA player as well as a 12-time All Defensive player. So he was good on both sides, elite at both sides of the floor, majority of his career during his prime. He also has 2 chips that he won back to back with Paul Gasol, and then he has 3 of them that he won back to back to back with Shaq. So that's pretty impressive as well. One of the best scorers of all time, one of the deepest bags of all time. He has the MVP as well, 2 times Finals MVP. He even has the 2018 Oscar. I don't even know how it happens. He has it. And he's averaged 30 points, well, 3 seasons in his career, which is very impressive.
Wait,
Or
wait,
being
wait.
35.
Repeat what you just said. He said you don't know how he got it.
2018 Oscar. I don't know how he got it, but he has one. Yep. I don't know
It was from like a short story he did.
where. Yeah, he has that though.
Oscar, look, man, that kind of blew me away. Okay, then. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. So yeah, definitely be number 2.
My number two. Obviously, Kobe being Bryant, man. RP to my GOAT, the man who got me into basketball. Um, you know, when I sit back and I think about Kobe, man, I almost shed a tear because it's like, damn, one of the greatest. Played 20 years with one team. Uh, it brings back a lot of memories because I think about the shot he hit on D Wade to beat the Heat. I think about when he
Hold on,
ripped
hold
open his
That's
shirt
the
when
first
he,
one?
huh?
That's the first shot you got to think of. The shot that.
Yeah, that's the first shot I think of. That's like when I think of Kobe, bro. That's what I think of because it was just great. It was on another all-time great shooting guard, man. So it's not even out of district. It's out of respect that I think about that shot. I think about when he beat the Suns and they were supposed to lose that series, but they came back and won. I think about when he did beat when he went back to back on the Magic in '09 and on
Dwight.
hold on, I'm about to give him a touchdown. Yeah, on the Magic and Dwight, and when he beat the Celtics, when him and Paul beat the Celtics, like, and he's my GOAT, man. He really got me into basketball. I always loved Kobe. I wish he was still here with us, but life's not fair. Shit happens. RP to the GOAT, man.
I be forgetting.
My GOAT.
Yeah, yeah. I be forgetting he passed away sometimes. Not like forget, but like.
Yeah.
I get it, bro, because I do too sometimes. I be like, damn, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, you
But
kind of just reminded me, like, while I was talking about him just now, I didn't even remember that. Yeah, rest in peace to Kobe, rest in peace to Mamba. At number 1, we got the prototype, though. We got Michael Jordan.
yep, we got Kobe 1.0, Kobe original. Michael Jordan, man, the real. Everybody else's GOAT, the GOAT of basketball. He's everybody's number 1, and if he's not your number 1, you're doing your list wrong. It's
You
weird.
drop a top 5 list real quick? Like,
Top 5 of what?
all time.
Top 5 all time. Jordan 1. Jordan 1, LeBron 2, Kobe 3, Tim Duncan 4, and Magic Johnson 5.
Creed.
What happened?
Y'all always
Okay.
with the one name. Kobe at number 3.
Yes, Kobe had 3 to me. Yeah, bro. When you think about what he's done, bro, he's done more than a lot of people under him. He has 5 rings, bro. 5. LeBron has 4. if Kobe had the same longevity as LeBron and had the same and didn't have his injury history, Kobe would be the all-time leading scorer. You can't tell me otherwise. Like I genuinely believe if Kobe had the same longevity as LeBron, he'd be the all-time leading scorer too.
So what do you think separates LeBron and Kobe?
What separates LeBron and Kobe? The longevity.
All right. Yeah.
The being able to stay on the court. LeBron rarely ever missed games, bro. But now that his age has caught up with him, I mean, it happens. He misses games. It's because he's getting old. Kobe, if Kobe could have stayed the same Kobe he was from 2000 all the way to what he is to up until the time he retired, all-time leading scorer, and that's not even a debate. Like I don't think that should be a debate. That's just me though.
What about Kareem? Why he not in your top 5?
The era he played in, he dominated that. He dominated that era, bro. But we gotta start. We gotta stop putting these old heads in our list just because they old heads. Like, bro, we get it. He was one of the best in his era. But do you think he would come down and do the same thing in the era today? No, because people like.
I actually think he could. Against Jokic,
I don't.
Jokic guarding him, he's dropping 70.
For sure. Jokic, we've seen what the Spurs and the Raptors did to Jokic, bro. They were killing him in the paint. But we have Giannis. We have DeAndre Ayton, Miles Turner. Bro, they're sending that shit to the second row. Like, bro, but like I said, I get it, different era. You know, he had to do the sky hook because in college. But in this era, you can dunk as much as you want. But Miles Turner is throwing that shit, in my opinion. No disrespect to Kareem. I just feel like Miles Turner is launching that shit, bro. Every time. Back him down, Miles Turner is swatting it. That's just me.
Top 5.
You said Miles Turner. Miles Turner is...
And that's no disrespect. Yeah. That's no disrespect to Kareem, bro. But Miles Turner... Rudy Gobert is locking that shit down. Rudy Gobert is the best rim protector we've seen in the past 25 years, bro. And you can't tell me otherwise. Everything else defensively, Rudy Gobert is not great. But rim protection, please try to tell me Rudy Gobert is not the best rim protector we've seen. You can't tell me that. And if you tried to tell me that, tell me somebody better. At strictly rim protection. No, he's not a better rim protector than Rudy Gobert. Not even close.
That's the goal I said.
PMR is wrong.
Bro, wait, all right, you want to bring up the playoffs? Tell me who Rudy Gobert had defensively.
I have no idea.
Who else was defensively was on them Jazz teams? Nobody. They had no defense.
Yeah.
They had no defense. If it wasn't for Rudy Gobert, they would have been the 30th ranked defense in the whole entire NBA.
No, you're right about that. I ain't gonna lie. Larry, who's your top 5? You got it?
I'm going Jordan, LeBron, Reem, Hakeem. Then I'd probably go Kobe. For that.
Hakeem Olajuwon over Kobe is fucked up.
It's a debate. It's a debate. He can do that. It's a debate, man.
Why is it a debate? I feel like Hakeem only won his rings when the prototype was gone.
Yes, while that may be true, that is true, and there's no denying that. That's facts because he did win his rings back to back when LeBron was gone.
Jordan?
I mean, not LeBron, but Jordan was gone. That's what I meant. Oh my God.
Okay, so if Curry was gone, LeBron got 2 more championships under his belt.
No.
Taken away from him?
No. If Curry was gone, the Warriors still would have won those finals.
Just KD?
Yes. KD, so. Clay, Draymond, Iguodala.
Yo, Mike's dropping a lot of takes right now. Mike drop.
I don't know, bro.
But tell me, am I wrong? And be honest. And y'all actually think I'm wrong?
Most valuable player on those teams.
Or even if LeBron was gone, KD probably gets another chip. He gets 3. You said that about a lot of teams. He had about a lot of players.
He should have had 3 the first time before he even. Hold on.
I mean, but at the same time, though, LeBron been gone for the past couple seasons. He ain't been in the playoffs. KD ain't been doing shit.
Sure, yeah. He been out the first round, second round.
Uh, what do you guys think? Like, let's play a what if scenario. How do y'all think
Okay.
the NBA would be different if KD hit that shot? Like,
If he
do
hit
y'all
this,
think the Nets
it wouldn't be very different. It wouldn't be different at all.
y'all think the Nets going to win the championship that year?
No, because
Oh,
James Harden was still hurt and Kyrie was still hurt too. So once again, it would have been just KD, and that Suns team was one of the better defensive teams in the league, and they would have found a way to cage Kevin Durant. They would have found a way to do that.
One
And
thing that
then
would be different is KD would have been his resume would have been better. He would have had a better resume. That's about it.
I don't think the NBA would be different at all. The Suns would have a championship, and they would be talking a lot. I do not think the Nets would have beat the Suns that year, bro.
I think
I actually think it would have been reversed of what the Bucks did. I think the Nets would have went up 2-0 and the Suns would have came back and beat them. That's just what I think, though. Who cares what I think?
Sun sweep. I ain't gonna lie, sun sweep.
You think the Suns sweep? I mean, but we're agreeing the same thing. I just don't agree that they sweep.
With KD, maybe one game, but KD by himself with that roster, no, there's like no shot. Harden and Kyrie gone, no shot.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing, except I just think that the Nets would have got at least two of those games. They would have got at least two of them, but the Suns would have ultimately won the series.
The second best scorer was who? Bruce Brown, Harris, those two.
But if you remember, Kevin Durant dropped 53 by himself in that game 7. Like, if it wasn't for Kevin Durant's 53, just say he scored 30. That series,
match his scoring, and McHale's going to be on KD. He's going to be limited a little bit, not a lot, but he's going to be limited a little bit because that kind of no limitations. You're going to have Joe Harris guarding him. Brown at the best.
Yeah. But we're agreeing the same thing. We're saying the same stuff. Like, we both agree that the Suns would have won that finals. But I'm just saying that they would have got at least two of those games. The Nets would have got at least two, at the very least two. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad the Bucks won that finals, man. Because if the Suns would have won that, they would still be talking. And I'm glad that they didn't. Because my two least favorite teams in the league are the Suns and the Grizzlies. And it's all because they talk too much and they haven't done shit.
Yeah, say that for sure.
Where the hell did Mark go?
I don't know.
He's always leaving.
Give him a minute.
There he is.
Yeah, I just left for like 30 seconds. What's up? Hey, with the Nets thing though, I think they could have won the championship. I don't see why not. Because
Harden was back. Kyrie healthy.
Kyrie would have been healthy for the next series, and Harden was coming back. Harden played the last game, but he said that he's only gonna play the last game. So like their plan was, Harden was healthy enough to play the last game, right? So if they would have won, Harden would have sat for the beginning of the next series, and Kyrie would have been 100% and started playing with Harden and Kyrie, KD and Kyrie, and then Harden would have joined during the series. I think they could have still won, but I understand what y'all saying too with the Phoenix Suns winning because
I mean, if all three are healthy, I got Nets. If all three are healthy, but
they weren't 100% healthy though. I'll say that Harden was like 70%.
It was limping for the whole game. Yeah.
Well, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about?
That's about it, man.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. When y'all Mike hit the outro.
All right, man. That is gonna do it for this episode of Up the Score, man. Just a little chat and a little conversation, ranking our top 10 shooting guards. Pretty solid list from everybody all around, except Mar putting Jerry West at 4. Because what the fuck is that? Yeah, man. We hope y'all enjoyed this podcast, man. Remember to wherever you're watching, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment down below something nice, man, telling us what we can do to get better, man. And if you're listening anywhere else, you got this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star. And turn on notifications so when we post. You can get basketball and football knowledge from the people who know football and basketball the most, man. I just want to thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a good day.
All right, man. All right, y'all boys. Have a nice day, y'all.
All right, y'all. You too.